Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor for a Virgin Galactic special as requested by one of our members. We have a large audience for Virgin Galactic, and I thought it was worth covering this morning. I've got some information for you suggesting it's possible that Virgin Galactic can actually go to $100 and a short squeeze. So let's cover all the news in this. Tap the like button if you are enjoying this live stream and you'd like to get more, and consider subscribing as well. We've just passed a staggering 90,000 subscribers, and join us on the way to 100,000 subscribers. There's Virgin Galactic, but look at this, 90,346, growing all the time. Thank you so much indeed for everyone who has supported us thus far. Okay, so Virgin Galactic. What am I going to show you in this stream? Well, I'm going to bring you the factor grades and the ratings and show you the level of short interest. I've also run it through my AI software and what to prepare for with the earnings call, where we go with Virgin Galactic. I've also got our very own Virgin Galactic song. It seems I have a song for everything these days. This is the Virgin Galactic song with Eve, which is Sir Richard Branson's mum, on the video. This is my full production length Virgin Galactic song. I'll let you have a little listen at the end if you stay to the end. But if you'd like to share this out and you'd like it to do well and to go viral and stuff like that, you might like to do so. So I'll give you the link for the Virgin Galactic song. So that's coming in the chat now. Let me put this in here. Let me write this in. SPCE song. If you want this to go viral, let me pin that to the top. You might want to share that out. There you go. Everybody watching later, I'll put it below in the description and the comments, and you can do it. And if you watch to the end, I will share a little bit of the song with you as well. Now, to get more people to pay attention to this story today, here is a post I have just put out on X. This is my Virgin Galactic post that I've just put out. I'm going to give you the link.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas.
Mute that. I'm going to give you the link to my X account. Also, if you're watching later, you'll be able to follow me later in the links, but there is a link in the chat. This is the event I just put on X. Now, if you are a Virgin Galactic investor and you want this news going out to more people, nip over to X. There's my post. I just went live a few seconds ago advertising this event. And if you like Virgin Galactic and you want it to be seen by more people, then simply show your support by tapping the like and the repost, and more people will learn about Virgin Galactic today. If you don't, and you don't care about it, then don't. It's up to you. Doesn't benefit me either way. I'm just here to help people and provide them the information. All right, so let's get straight into the reviews. Okay, so if we look at Virgin Galactic, you need to understand the story. It looks pretty bad if you look at the all-time, doesn't it? I mean, look at it. We had the test flights. Just going to show it up there like that. We had all the test flights. Everybody got excited. It was IPO season just after COVID. Everybody was buying everything that was sexy and rock and roll. The time of buying Tesla, you remember that? This stock was sexy, rock and roll, and everybody bought it. It popped up. However, then people just dumped it because it was a SPAC, and it came with Chamath. Remember Chamath? He took all his profit out of it and he left us. Even Richard Branson took money out of it. So people started to use this as a meme stock. They used to pump it and dump it. There was delays, but there was never any bad news. It was just a very long-term plan. These things do take time. It took a long time to get this to where we are today. But pump and dump, and I know I lost a lot of money with this stock myself. I lost a fortune. Yes, I really did. I remember being in this stock thinking it was going to go up forever, and I kept losing money. I lost 30,000 in the end. But my belief in the product has never changed. The belief in the business, the company, and the management is different. I'll talk about that in a second. But anyway, this is the actual craft itself. We love it. It's fantastic. It does what it's sent to do. But I just didn't personally like the way things were being done. So we got change. We got people to sign a petition, and we got action at the company, and they reduced their spending. Michael Cole-Glazier comes from Disney, lots of money to spend and on lavish parties. And we didn't like that as investors. The stock's going down and you're paying yourself lots of money. What is going on? However, now things are very different. Virgin Galactic is not what it now is, and it's not what it will become. What I mean by that is Virgin Galactic was experimental. It was putting out the concept. It was seeing if people would buy tickets. Well, they've got everybody queuing up to fly now. They've sold the tickets, ready to go, and everybody's waiting to give Virgin Galactic their money. Things are doing well, but the stock price is on the floor. Why? Because people have waited for a very long time. We had a reverse split. I don't think we needed to have done, but we did. But now we're waiting for Delta, and Delta could be announced at any moment. 2026, Delta is on track, on time. Everything is going good. We're only 6 months away from 2026. And remember, the stock market is 6 to 12 months ahead. So don't wait to get too much news. It might be around the corner quicker than you think. Now, of course, we'll cover the Virgin Galactic earnings if someone requests it. We certainly will. But they're going to announce that Delta is on track, I would have expected, because every single earnings call, it's got better and better and better. We're still not cash positive, but as you can see, that is about to explode upwards. And this could short squeeze all the way to $100. We've always said it. And underneath the video, there actually is a mug, Virgin Galactic to $100. You can get a mug. If you don't like seeing it on the screen, press the little dots, do not show me, and it will go away. But if you might want to get the Virgin Galactic mug. So it's on the way up, and earnings is being beaten consistently, and we're tracking upwards. So let me give you the analysis of this. When we get the announcement, is it going to explode? Well, it's got everything you need for it to explode. And let me share with you what that is. So first of all, let's take a look at this. If you like this so far, please tap the like button and consider subscribing as well. That would be amazing as we approach 100,000 now. We're counting down. So our analysts say hold. No one's selling this. They've already bought. They are holding. Most people have bought a lot higher than this. Hold. What about the factor grades? Let's zoom into that. Valuation is B, down from A minus. Why? Because it's rallied recently. We've seen a nice little rally. If we look at it over the last few weeks, there's no reason for it to go up yet other than everyone's buying the future. But if you look here, 18% in 3 months. Last week, 13%. It's going up quickly. So the valuation, because it's not yet producing anything, it's not flying yet commercially. Well, it has done. It's taking a pause to build out Delta. Because of that, the valuation obviously has become a bit more expensive. Makes perfect sense. Valuation is B, dropped from A minus. Growth, A minus, up from B plus. That's good. Profitability, it's the same. Hasn't changed. Why would it change at the moment? It can't really, can it? Momentum, F, nothing going on. We're waiting. These are the times to consider buying stocks when they are down on momentum and profitability. Revisions, B plus, down from A minus. But before I give you the full AI software breakdown, look at this. Short interest, 27%. Now, anything over 20 is excessive. You can short squeeze above 20. We're 27. This is the highest we've ever been with short interest. The famous short squeeze of all time was GameStop. That was 100%. But that was a massive groundbreaking, history-making, face-ripping rally. This could still do a very, very, very good short squeeze at 27%. We just require some catalyst to send it upwards, and that could be around the corner, and volume. So what is the volume? Well, the average volume is 2.5 million. Today's volume is 1. We do not have the volume today. Not enough people are buying. But if they do buy, then up she goes. Now, we demonstrated on the show that I cannot, even with $140,000, move the stock. The other day I did that to show you can't move it, and it didn't move. So, but that just shows you 140 grand of my own money did not move the stock, to give you an impression of what is needed. So now let me give you the full breakdown of this and decide whether you like it or not, and maybe it's worth taking another look at. So let me give you 2 bits of analysis, 2 bits of software that I use. So first of all, I'm going to share with you on the screen in the chat now, Alpha Spread and Seeking Alpha. There you go. Seeking Alpha and Alpha Spread. I know the CEO of Alpha Spread, and I've got you a deal so good that it makes my membership for free. And in fact, we have our own page on the website. It's actually quite amazing. So there you go. Go and check out the software, which I'm about to show you now. So we'll start off nice and simple, and then we'll get into a much deeper look. So let's go and look at Alpha Spread first of all. So here we go. We can see now that it's actually valued at $40. You can see that undervalued by 92% is the intrinsic valuation. Now, warning, we because of lack of profits, it doesn't use, it's not all there, and it's only based on multiples and doesn't use DCF valuation. We can't because there are metrics missing, but on what we can see, we can project it's worth $40. Okay, and that's been increasing recently with the anticipation and estimates of what's coming up. Now, can you buy this business and not worry about it going bust? Well, we are here today, down here, all the way down here, 25, June, there we go. Look at what's around the corner in 26. An S-curve, that's what you look for. Look at that. 6,858% upside. Huge potential upside. And things seem to be going to plan. This could be an amazing opportunity to get Virgin Galactic right now. Operating income is going up. Net income is going up. Free cash flow up slightly. No projections. Operating cash flow up. EPS up and increasing. Nothing bad here at all. Balance sheet, 903 million assets, 489 in cash, very cash rich. Now I normally don't like a business that is too cash rich. This one needs to be at the moment because it's paying and putting together the Delta fleet. So we want it to have some cash. So it's got plenty of money going forward. It's not going bust. Liability, long-term debt, 402 million. That's a lot. 66% of the liabilities are now debt. But with interest rates poised to come down and flights to take off, this is a major catalyst. So gross margin, they're losing money. Of course they're losing money. They're building rocket ships. They're investing. Operating margin. All this is negative. Now, if you like this software, this is Alpha Spread. It'll also, if you hover over, it gives you the explanation of what these things are. For that, you need Alpha Spread. I'll put that in the chat again. A couple of bucks a month. Everyone should have this. It literally is a couple of bucks a month. I've got you such a good deal. It's ridiculous. All right, so there you go. Now then, profitability, 17. Well, obviously, rubbish. Doesn't make any money yet. Solvency score, 36%. Now, 36% is not great, but it's not red. It's not green either. Well, it won't be. It's not bringing any money in yet, but it's about to. 36%. So it's not going to go bust in the short to medium term. Of course, anything can happen in the future, but right now it doesn't show any signs to me that it's going to go bust short term or medium term. So we can get Delta out. It could go down from here. Well, yes, it could go down 4% because it's rallied a little bit this month. We're expecting a short squeeze. But it could go up 202% on the average. On the best, 970%. So the risk to reward, as Sensei would say on his charts, is most certainly there. Insiders are not buying or selling. They're already in, they're not selling. On the software that I use, you can see they feature me a lot here. CNBC has done a report on it. I've done reports on it, not for a while though, but there you go. You can see the reports here on Virgin Galactic. There's nothing new. No one's really talking about it, and that is possibly the time to buy. Tap the like button if you like this and consider subscribing as well. And now let's go through some more analysis. This is Seeking Alpha. Now, Seeking Alpha is very expensive, but with my referral, you can get a free trial and a discount. Without my referral, you cannot get a free trial. You might get a discount from somebody, but nowhere better than me, but you will actually end up not having a free trial. So it's worth trying that if you want this software. Okay, wonderful stuff. We've got 228 people watching. If everyone could tap the like button and get to 100, it would be amazing, and share this out to more people. That would be fantastic. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to leave the like on the screen, and I'm going to play to you the Virgin Galactic song. It's 2.5 minutes. When we get back, I hope this will be at 100 likes, and then I will give you my deep dive analysis using our AI model software that I've run through. And I'll also at the end give you the link to the Virgin Galactic song. In fact, it's already pinned in the chat. You might want to go and share out the entire song and make it go viral on YouTube, and subscribe to the channel that I put it on. There you go. There's the Virgin Galactic song. So we're at 49 likes. There are 226 watching. So the most we could get is 115 because 50% aren't on sign to Google. So let me play you the Virgin Galactic song. At the end, I will come back with the deep dive analysis. Let's get to 100 by the end of this song. Are you ready? Here is the Virgin Galactic song. Tap the like button and get to 100 by the end of this song. Is there anybody out there in space? Is there anybody out there in the dark? Is there anybody out there on a star to travel through space in my rocket ship, through the light and the dark and home? I remember many years ago, it started here in my record shop. I've traveled all over the world in my balloons, trains and planes. As I traveled so far and wide, I had a dream out there and far beyond. The dream has grown now, and now the time is near to travel through space in time. Is there anybody out there in space? Is there anybody out there in the dark? Is there anybody out there on a star to travel through space in my rocket ship, through the light and the black and home? I
I remember she was 96 years old. I lost my Eve, I lost my mum. She was taken but never lost, as she will fly you now to my dreams. This is the beginning of traveling into space for all to share and to enjoy. So all come join us and soar into space, high above the world and back again. Is there anybody out there in space? Is there anybody out there in the dark? Is there anybody out there on a star to travel through space in my rocket ship, through the light and the black and home? Is there anybody out there in space? Is there anybody out there in the dark? Is there anybody out there on a star to travel through space in my rocket ship, through the lights and the black and home?
All right, so, hello, BJJA.
Jay has become a member.
Love the way she reads that out. Okay, thank you very much indeed for liking the stream. So now we're going to finish up our analysis with Virgin Galactic. As you see, it's pushing up once again. Very, very exciting to see this happen. So let me show you on the screen our final part of the story. So it is a hold. Is it going to short squeeze? Very, very likely. It's done it twice already. The big one hasn't happened yet. There's just not enough volume. I'm not going to read through the company again. I've already done that. We're going to look at the unique values and competitors. There are no competitors, that's the thing. So Virgin Galactic faces competition from other companies in the commercial spaceflight industry, particularly those offering suborbital human spaceflight services. One notable competitor is Blue Origin. Nope, nothing as a competition there. A privately funded company that has developed a vertically launched suborbital capsule. While Blue Origin's approach differs in its launch architecture, it competes with a similar customer base seeking space tourism experiences. Virgin Galactic's unique value proposition lies in its horizontal takeoff and landing system, which offers a more familiar and potentially safer experience for passengers. The company's reusable spaceflight system, coupled with its iconic Virgin brand, provides an exclusive and luxurious space travel experience. Virgin Galactic's strategic location at Spaceport America, with its restricted airspace and favourable launch conditions, further enhances its competitive edge in the emerging commercial space tourism market. Let's now have a look at the ratings I spoke to you briefly earlier. So we'll start off with valuation. Valuation. Space's Virgin Space exhibit, SPCE exhibits a challenging valuation landscape. This is because at the moment it's not earning any money, but Delta is about to come online. In my opinion, it does look that way. The EV sales ratio is significantly higher at 45 compared to the sector median of 2. Indicating an expensive stock. However, its price-book ratio is notably lower at 0.32 compared to the sector median of 3, requesting some level of underpricing. Well, it's expensive at the moment because you're not buying anything. Well, you are. You're buying the cash and the rockets, but you've not got any business yet. The business hasn't started, and it's about to start. That's why you're buying it for this price. Growth. SPCE's growth metrics are mixed. While its forward revenue growth is impressive at 154%, considerably above the sector of 5, the year-on-year revenue growth shows a decline of 34%. That's because they're spending on Delta, building out the fleet, highlighting a challenging growth trajectory. Profitability. SPCE struggles with profitability, having a negative return on total assets of negative 36%, starkly below the sector median of 5. Additionally, its return on common equity is down negative 5%. Far below the sector benchmark of 12, underscoring inefficiencies in generating returns. Again, they're building the fleet. All of this makes sense. It comes down to whether you think they will get the fleet out or not. Momentum. The stock's momentum is weak with a 1-year price performance down 64%, contrasting sharply with the sector's positive 9%, reflecting a bearish sentiment and a lack of investor confidence. And finally, revisions. Recent trends in earnings are relatively positive, with 5 upward EPS revisions against 1 downward in the last 3 months, indicating some optimism among analysts about Virgin Galactic's future earnings potential. In summary, Virgin Galactic shows a mixed performance with strong growth projections contrasted by poor profitability and momentum. Its valuation is stretched, but with some underpricing elements. The stock is rated hold due to balance prospects. So there you go. There's our thoughts on, or at least my thoughts on Virgin Galactic. I think it can short squeeze. I think it can go to $100. These are my thoughts. And I think if you believe, as we have done, we cover all the earnings. If anybody requests the earnings, of course, it's a $5 super chat. I will cover the earnings. And that's coming up, I believe, in August. And if we get any information more on Delta, you know there's only one way this goes. It's short squeezes. That's my opinion on Virgin Galactic. So thank you ever so much, everybody who tuned into this. I'm now going to wrap this up. The Virgin Galactic song is pinned to the top. Go and check that out afterwards. Can Virgin Galactic go to $100? 131 votes. 56% say yes, it can. That's very encouraging. So there's the poll. I'm now going to end the show. It'll automatically take you to the extra channel. No, it won't actually. It'll automatically take you to what you've missed earlier. So a big live stream I just put out. So go and check that out. It'll automatically take you there. I'll see you back later for more information. It's been an amazing day. The portfolio was green a couple of seconds ago. I bought more on this dip. But I'm holding some cash. XRP, as you know, I now hold a very small amount of XRP as donated. Oh, hang on.
Kent Paranormal and Herbex donated £5 through a super chat.
Virgin
SPCE
Galactic. Virgin Galactic has been requested twice, so that's definitely happening. That's definitely happening. Let me go and get that on the screen. SPCE, the date is, and of course these things do move, but we have it now for August 6th after hours. August 7th is fully booked after hours. August 6th.
Zach Zeit donated $10 through a super chat. SPCE earnings, please.
Yes, it's booked in. August 6th. Of course, these things can move. We'll keep our eye on it. August 6th, after hours. So we've already got 5 earnings booked in for the earnings season so far. Tomorrow, our first one is the Bank of America. We can do 4 earnings a day, 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. So let me know if you want anything covered. Let me read my final comments. How we all doing? Walker wonders why. How you doing? Well, hope you're well. I love Virgin Galactic focus on safety as opposed to SpaceX checklist. 1 point end up 2. Flame end up down, light list candle 3. I like it. That's brilliant. Okay, so we're done on our Virgin Galactic special. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm now going to end the stream. I'll give you all the links above my head for alpha spreads, seeking alpha. They'll pin across the top, or you'll see them at the bottom of the description. Down here in the description, I'll also put the links to alpha spread, seeking alpha, if you want any of those things. And over here, I shall put for you the Virgin Galactic playlist, and everything Virgin Galactic will be in there. And down here, I shall create now the Virgin Galactic earnings, which will be there, and you can get your front row seat to that, as we've now confirmed Virgin Galactic earnings. I'm going to end this stream, take you to what you've missed this morning on the main channel, not the extra channel. So go and tune in for that. But that's it from me. I will see you back very shortly for the next installment of our closing bell. That's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. As always, take care of yourselves and each other.